humidity in 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a gorgeous morning it is out there.
Yeah, it's a little chilly, but driving in, lots of sunshine on the horizon, and that'll be a tale of what we can expect throughout the entire day today. Plenty of sunshine, low humidity. In fact, before we get to that, though, a look at what those current temperatures are sitting at, because, as we mentioned, there was a slight potential for some frost in the outlying areas in the highest of elevations. And it's cutting it close in some spots in the mid-30s, which are the lowest temperatures we've seen on several data sources coming in. In the Mohawk Valley, though, we were not expecting frost, and still so far not expecting frost. Temperatures in the 40s, 40 in Westmoreland, 40 in Little Falls. To the south, 39 Hamilton, 36 in Sherburne, 37 in Skeemus, and 40 in Cooperstown. And a live look at Oneonta, we have a great shot of our sunrise camera looking to the east. We'll continue to take a look at this camera as the sun continues to rise across central New York. And the radar is still looking quiet across all of the region. And for today, temperatures quickly climbing from the 30s and 40s up into the upper 60s to near 70 with dry, humidity-free air. And following that, looking at potentially one of the best Saturdays we've seen in the past several months. We'll talk about that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Donald Trump, the former president.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy last day of May. The time now is 5:13, and we're getting you set to wrap up your commute for the work week. First off, let's take a live look at what you can expect outside early this morning on some of these traffic cameras on the Munson CommuteCast. And so far, dry conditions all across the region. Some wispy clouds to the north, but that's really about it regarding cloud cover. Pretty much all of central New York is looking entirely dry. Road conditions, drive times and traffic flow all looking right around normal. So you can see those traffic times right there on the screen right there for I-90, the Thruway, and the arterial. Same thing for 5S and Route 49. And then lastly, as you head to work along Route 28 and Route 12, either north of Utica or heading through Otsego County. And so for today, we're talking about temperatures in the 30s and 40s to start, with plenty of sunshine, climbing to near 70 by this afternoon with no impact expected to travel either ways. We do recommend using that jacket as you head out this morning and those sunglasses as you head home from work. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The state Senate says beer is okay at the Boilermaker Post race.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy last day of May, everyone. It's starting out a bit crisp out there with temperatures in the 30s and 40s, but this will warm quickly up into the upper 60s to low 70s. A live look at Old Forge, where it is a chilly one up there. Currently 39 degrees, and in downtown Utica, well, 42. So not much of a difference. It's still pretty much a cool morning across a lot of central New York. And the radar, of course, looking quiet and dry, clear skies all above our local area. And we're expecting completely dry weather for the entire day today. So with the final day of May right here, let's talk about what we can expect for June. First off, the average high of June 1st around 73 degrees, average low of 52. By the end of the month, this also should say June 30th. I'm not checking my work here. 79, the average high, 58, the average low. Then, as we approach the middle and end of June, our sunrise and sunset times not changing too much. Sunset 8:34, sunrise 8:44, or I should say sunset for the end of the month at 8:44. We are going to be gaining around 12 minutes of daylight compared to what we saw the previous month of May and March, or April and March, bringing nearly an hour or an hour and a half additional daylight. But regardless, looking forward to this weekend. We're tracking beautiful weather. In fact, I would say a 5-star day for Saturday. And this could be the driest Saturday. I checked the numbers. We had rain chances every Saturday since March 30th. So this could be our first completely dry Saturday in nearly 2 months. Now, Sunday is trending more dry, mostly cloudy skies, potential spotty rain showers later on in the day. But regardless, we got completely dry weather for doing any outdoor activities, especially doing some yard work and mowing. MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. And so our Skycast right now showing a warm-up into the upper 60s to near 70 degrees, plenty of sunshine, great weather to wrap up the work week and the month. Then by tonight, lows fall down to the 40s, rebounding into the 70s again by tomorrow afternoon with just absolutely fantastic weather for anything you have planned outdoors over the weekend, at least for Saturday. Then for Sunday, clouds will increase a little bit. We warm up into the upper 60s to mid 70s and dodging some rain that'll pass generally south of central New York. And so for today, high is 71, beautiful weather across the board. By tonight, a low of 47 with mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast. We've got pretty dry weather from now. Rain chances overnight Sunday and a Monday, but that's really about it until Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. In fact, Wednesday being still on the low side. Widespread rain showers and thunderstorms return on Thursday. Gary?
Let's enjoy it while we can.
Yes, beautiful weather to wrap up the month.
More pickleball for you.
Yeah, definitely play that more.
Eric, thanks. Well, over the past year, more than 75% of the world's population suffered through heat waves amplified by climate change. This, according to a report from scientists at 3 climate research groups. Their findings also show that global temperatures have broken records for the last 11 months in a row. NBC's national climate reporter Chase Kane has more.
Over the last 12 months, climate change added nearly a full month's worth of extremely hot days, 26 days, if not for humans burning coal, oil, and gas. That's the big headline from this report, which did take into account things like what is hot in Dallas or Miami versus, say, what's hot in San Francisco.
I think it's very, very hard to ignore the fact that we now see heat waves basically every summer in lots and lots of places. And while, of course, we are still burning fossil fuels, so global mean temperatures are still rising and rising quite fast. So we will see many heat records being broken next year again.
Freddie Otto with World Weather Attribution is one of the lead scientists on this report. And zooming into the U.S., it's easy to see Florida stands apart with nearly 2 months, 54 days worth of climate-amplified heat. Texas had an extra 23 days, California 17 days, even Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, all feeling about 3 extra weeks of heat, which likely wouldn't have happened without climate change.
For heat waves, we can make blanket statements that every heat wave that is occurring now globally has been made hotter and more frequent because of climate change. For heat waves, climate change is an absolute game changer, and we see heat waves now that are so hot or that reach temperatures that would have been impossible to reach without human-induced climate change.
Looking ahead, NOAA's Climate Prediction Center is already calling for one scorcher of a summer, especially in New England and in the Southwest. And keep in mind that this report emphasizes that all heat waves are lasting longer and being made even hotter because of climate change, and summer is just beginning. In Los Angeles, I'm National Climate Reporter Chase Kane.
The time now, 5:25, still ahead.
News with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a gorgeous day to mow yesterday. You were absolutely right.
Yes, gorgeous day yesterday, gorgeous day today. It's a crisp start out there with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. We're back up into the 70s, though.
Oh, perfect.
By this afternoon. Yes, perfect weather. Let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. Currently, across central New York, first off, 41 in Rome, 37 in Hamilton. But sunshine, clear skies all across the region. But zooming in more locally, in the 30s up in the North Country, 36 Otter Lake, 39 Inlet, 37 Long Lake. In the 40s in the Mohawk Valley. We mentioned yesterday we were not expecting frost in the Mohawk Valley. We are still standing by that. Frost is not expected in the lowest elevations. But in the southern valleys, there are some frost advisories in effect, primarily for those in the highest of elevations that could fall slightly above or right around freezing, that could cause a light frost. But regardless, it's a cool start. Taking a look at Oneonta, which also means a clear start with sunshine arriving from the east. The radar is currently looking quiet, and for today, temperatures climb into the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. So a fantastic outdoor weather day today. And on top of that, this nice weather could linger into the start of the weekend. We'll talk about that all-important weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Reaction to former President Trump's guilty.
Welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. We are taking a look at our final photo of the day for the work week, and this one was a great photo submitted to us from East Herkimer, a blooming peony taken again just a few days ago following some rain showers, and a great shot right there. If you want to submit a photo like this one, send it to the link right there on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics. As we always try to showcase the wonderful photos, the wonderful scenes of this beautiful area of central New York. And now to the temperatures this morning. Again, it's a cool one out there. In the 30s in some spots, 39 in Inlet, 36 Otter Lake, 41 Earlville, 40 in Cooperstown. But we rebound up into the 70s or near 70 by this afternoon. And a tale of what to come? Well, warmer temperatures. We're talking near 80 on Monday, 84 on Tuesday. Even this weekend, not looking too bad. 78 Saturday, 74 degrees on Sunday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Students from New Hartford's Perry Junior High.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. It's a cool start to the day today with temperatures in the 30s and 40s, although it's going to shape up to be very nice by this afternoon. Let's take a live look at downtown Utica. Crystal clear skies, temperatures in the low 40s. I do recommend grabbing that jacket as you head out the door this morning. The radar, though, is looking pretty quiet. In fact, entirely quiet, with no rainfall expected for the daytime today. But as we are in the final day of May, why not recap what's been going on, at least for this past month? Well, average high of 72.4 degrees, average low of 50.7, bringing the average overall temperature to 61.6. And that puts us right at the 5th, going above 1991, the 5th warmest May on record. So this was a pretty warm May, but also a pretty rainy May. And we'll talk about June's changing weather coming up in the next half hour. Our weekend forecast, well, we've got very good news. I looked at the data we've seen over the past few weeks, and the last time we had a completely dry Saturday was March 30th. This is nearly 2 months ago. So this could be our first entirely dry Saturday in several months. So enjoy the beautiful weather for Saturday. Sunday, mostly cloudy, high of 74. I would give it a 4-star rating out of 5 stars. You can see here Saturday, 5-star rating as well. Rain chances look to hold off primarily until the evening and overnight. And so on our Skycast, temperatures starting out in the 30s and 40s this morning, quickly climbing to near 70 degrees. That strong northwesterly wind bringing in dry conditions in Canada, keeping humidity low, and of course, skies clear. By tonight, we're back down into the 40s across the region, and then by Saturday, we climb into the mid to potentially upper 70s. Beautiful weather across the board. Go out and enjoy the great conditions outside for tomorrow. I know the event at the zoo between 6 and 9 p.m., great weather for that. Then heading into Sunday, clouds will increase, temperatures in the mid 70s, and it's going to feel a little bit on the dry side. We're not tracking any rain showers, at least for the daytime. Potential rain chances will arrive later on, potentially overnight. And so for today, high is 71 degrees, beautiful weather. By tonight, a low of 47 with mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast, great stretch of weather lingering into the start of the weekend. And for the start of the work week next week, Monday and Tuesday, highs approaching the low to mid 80s. And then shower and storm chances will slowly increase Wednesday and Thursday as a cold front arrives from the northwest. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:52. Still.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Friday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And get ready for another gorgeous day today. Boy, yesterday was nice to mow the lawn, and today, just a little warmer, right?
Yes, a little warmer too. It's a cool start, same as yesterday, and the sunshine will stick around.
All right.
Just like yesterday. In fact, let's take a look at those current conditions out there this morning. It's a chilly start relative to May standards, in the low 40s, some spots mid 30s. A reminder, though, that some of the highest elevations in the North Country and southern valleys had the potential of seeing a light frost. And again, a reminder that the last frost for the highest elevations usually doesn't end until maybe the first or second week of June. The Mohawk Valley, as we said, we're not expecting frost, and still no frost is expected in the lowest elevations. 35 Sherburne, 40 in Cooperstown, and 36 in Skenevis. And there's a live view of the sunrise, Oneonta, right now. And of course, it's going to be a completely sunny day today with dry conditions on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Enjoy the sun today with highs approaching near 70, low humidity. Just absolutely great weather to spend time outside. We are looking at potentially a beautiful Saturday and potentially a completely dry weekend. We'll talk about that detailed weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Donald Trump, the former president.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning. Friday is finally here. The weekend is just around the corner, and we're getting you set for your final day heading to work, at least if you work during the weekdays, on our Munson CommuteCast. First off, a look at road conditions all across the region, dry across the board. We've got sunshine for pretty much all of central New York. And as you can see here, temperatures feeling a little bit on the cool side, starting out in the 30s and 40s. Traffic flow looking okay. No accidents to report as of 6:14. And still, look at those drive times. No changes so far to expect. With Route 5S, Route 49, drive times currently sitting at 16, 17 minutes for Route 5S. And then, of course, Route 28, 35-minute drive time from Cooperstown to I-90. And then looking at Route 12, drive time looking okay. And so for this morning, heading out the door, temperatures in the 30s and 40s, dry start. Keep those sunglasses handy, but also grab that jacket as well, as it still feels a little bit on the cool side. By this afternoon, won't need that jacket with highs approaching near 70, and those sunglasses still be needed with plenty of sunshine. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Well, the state Senate has said that beer is okay.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Friday is here, and it's a cool one to start with temperatures hovering in the 30s and 40s. Matter of fact, let's take a live look in Old Forge right now. Current temperature 39. Our Skywatcher Bill in Old Forge checking in with 33. So a lot of locations in the highest elevations are cutting it very close to near freezing. But we are still completely clear of expecting frost in the Mohawk Valley, with temperatures still in the low 40s. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Things are quiet and dry all across the region. Well, now today is the final day of May, and let's recap how the month has shaped up so far. It was a bit rainy, but the one thing to mention too was warmer than average. Average high is 72, average low of 50 to near 51 degrees, bringing the overall average temp to 61.6, which following today, we'll have to wait for the data coming in later on tonight and tomorrow, would set us right around the 5th warmest May on record, the warmest May officially being in 1826. Now, let's talk about how I can expect for June. Average high to start out June will be 73 degrees, average low 52. By the end of the month, Average high 79, average low of 58. And then following that, start of the month, sunrise 5:23, sunrise only a few minutes later. And as we mentioned over the past few months, especially April and May, that we'd be getting roughly an hour or so of daylight. Well, this month, not so much. Only getting 12 minutes as we enter the longest days of the year, heading into the middle of the month for the summer solstice. And so, how's this weekend shaping up? Well, for starts, Saturday, absolutely gorgeous. High 78. Mostly cloudy on Sunday. Rain might taper off as a front will begin to fall apart. And I give Saturday's rating a 5-star rating. 4 stars for Sunday, as it could be a little bit more on the sunny side. But something to mention too, this will be the first time we've had a completely dry Saturday since March 30th. Nearly 2 months ago, we've had a trace amount of rainfall, at least at some point during the day, over the past several months. So good news on that front. Nice weather for the start of the weekend. And so for today, highs approaching near 70, plenty of sunshine, low humidity. Following that, by tonight, we're down into the 40s under mostly clear skies. Then for Saturday, same thing, a little warmer, plenty of sunshine, just absolutely gorgeous weather across the region. Then as we head into Sunday, starting out with a few clouds, mostly cloudy skies by the afternoon, but remaining mainly dry. And so for today, though, high is 71. Beautiful weather. By tonight, a low of 47 with mostly clear skies. 7-day forecast. Beautiful, extending into the start of the weekend. Maybe rain showers overnight into Monday morning. Then we dry out at least until Wednesday and Thursday of next week with summer-like temperatures on the horizon, Gary. 80s.
Wow, and it's a beautiful 5 days ahead.
Yes, looking forward to that.
That's for sure. And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And boy, this has to be one of the nicest stretches of the year, I think, we're upon us.
Oh, easily, easily. We got sunshine. I think the main thing is the incredibly low humidity.
Yeah.
We're not getting that tacky weather. The mosquitoes probably aren't nearly as bad as it would be if we had very warm overnight temperatures. In fact, the overnight temperatures a little bit cooler. Let's take a look at those current conditions out there right now this morning. 41 in Rome, 37 in Hamilton, and zooming in across the region, some spots falling near freezing in the highest elevations. A reminder, though, that we weren't expecting frost to develop in the Mohawk Valley, and so far that is continuing to pan out, with temperatures in the lowest elevations only hovering in the low 40s. To the south, though, we've got temperatures in the 30s, 35 Sherburne, 36 Knevis, and 36 down in Afton. In Oneonta, a live view from the sunrise camera. We've got great shot of the morning sun out in the distance, and we've got dry weather expected for the entire day today. Dry, the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And the next 12 hours into the overnight, clear skies across the board. Plenty of sunshine today, highs approaching near 70. Enjoy the great stretch of weather today because it will extend into the start of the weekend. But how long will the dry weather last? We'll talk about the rain chances coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Reaction to former President Trump.
Welcome back. We are showcasing our final weather photo of the day on this Friday, and this is a great photo submitted to us on our website, WKTV.com, of East Herkimer, a blooming peony. And this is a great photo right here. We have a lot more flowers that were submitted, so many that I can't even count. And again, a big thank you to everyone who's been submitting these photos to be showcased here on News Channel 2 at sunrise. Figure it's a great way to wake up in the morning seeing a nice shot of our beautiful area, whether it be a shot of nature, a shot of your pets out in nature, a shot of just some animals enjoying the weather, or anything that you could imagine that would brighten someone's day. Big thank you to those submissions. Again, if you want to submit your own photo, send the link on the top of your screen that just passed, WKTV.com/weather/pics. This morning, it's a chilly start. Temperatures in the 40s, some spots 30s, 39 Outer Lake, just reaching 40 in Inlet. And throughout the day, we'll climb to the upper 60s to near 70 degrees absolutely fantastic outdoor weather, and that nice stretch will continue into the start of the weekend. Gary?
Well, that was quite the blooming peony there.
Yeah, very beautiful flower. And we got a lot more flowers that we can showcase by next week.
Eric, thanks. Well, students from New Hartford's Perry Junior
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy final day of May. The temperatures this morning starting out a bit chilly. We're going to quickly climb, though, to near 70 degrees by this afternoon. A live shot of downtown Utica right now. Gorgeous blue skies. Temperatures climbed a degree in the past hour into the low 40s still, 43 degrees officially. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Things are all quiet and dry across the region, and we're expecting completely dry weather for the entire day today. Now, as we enter the final day of May, we're recapping what's been a above average May temperature-wise. Now, we still have to wait for the final data coming in of today's high and low, but right now, the average temp of 61.6 puts us at number 5 on the list of the warmest Mays on record. In fact, you can see some of the other years, 1944, 1998, 1826, the official warmest May on record. Now, how do things shape up for June? Well, for starts, average high is 73, average low 52 for tomorrow. Then by the end of the month, highs average near 80 and the average low near 60 degrees. But the one thing that doesn't change too much are the daylight times. Sunrise only changing by a few minutes. Same thing for sunset, roughly 10 or so minute difference. And that means that we're only gaining 12 minutes of daylight. Recapping what we saw in May, we gained an hour of daylight. So the days are going to continue to get longer, but not nearly as long as, say, the middle of March. But regardless, heading to the weekend, it's going to be fantastic weather-wise on Saturday. The driest Saturday we've seen since March 30th. Over the past few months, we've had at least some rain chances during the daytime, and I would give it a complete 5-star rating. On Sunday, mostly cloudy, a low or high of 74, and the rain looks to primarily hold off until the evening. So I would say it's not too bad of a day, but again, it's cloudy compared to Saturday, which is completely sunny. And so for today, highs approaching near 70, plenty of sunshine. By tonight, we're down into the 40s under mostly clear skies. The nice stretch of weather continues as we head into Saturday, with highs approaching the mid to upper 70s and plenty of sun. Clouds will increase as we head into Sunday, and again, those rain showers primarily to remain south and as the front falls apart just west of our region. And so for today, high is 71. Beautiful weather across central New York tonight. A low of 47 with mostly clear skies. 7-day forecast. We're warming up slowly to near 80, 84 Monday and Tuesday. Besides the rain chances Sunday night and into Monday, we're pretty dry until Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So great weekend weather ahead, Gary.
Yeah, good for you out at the Wine in the Wilderness. That's going to be fun.
Yes, I'm excited.
Enjoy that. Aircraft maker Boeing says it will make...
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And if you liked yesterday, you're going to love today, even just a little warmer later today, right?
Yes, great weather, as you mentioned earlier, for mowing. I would say even just for anything you're doing outside, not only for today, but also for the weekend. But it is a bit chilly this morning. I had to wear a jacket coming in today. In fact, look at how cold it is right now. Well, it has warmed up actually a couple of degrees. Currently 44 in Rome, 41 in Hamilton, 53 out in Syracuse. But zooming in into some parts of central New York, we're still stuck in the 30s, especially up in Long Lake, up in the North Country, 39 in Lowville, 47 in Westmoreland, 41 in Little Falls. The south, still some sections in the 30s. 35 in Sherburne, 38 in Snevis, and 37 degrees in Norwich. And on a live look to the east in Oneonta on our camera on the Hartwick College campus, blue skies, sunshine continuing to push through the pretty much all the skies, as skies are clear all across central New York. And over the next 12 hours or so, we've got plenty of sunshine, and highs near 70 degrees. So enjoy the great weather today with sunshine, low humidity, and following that we have another nice day on tap for Saturday, potentially completely dry day for Sunday. We'll talk about that detailed weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Donald Trump, the former president.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. The time now is 7:23, and we are looking at a chilly start this morning in some spots. A live look in Old Forge. The current temperature officially now at 43, bottomed out. One of our sky watchers reporting 33 degrees, and in Utica, 46. We bottomed out at around 42 degrees officially. So right around we were expecting overnight. No frost over pretty much all of the Mohawk Valley. However, some highest elevations could have seen a light frost develop. Live look at the radar. Things are quiet and dry. And a reminder that we are in the final day of May. Believe it or not, June starts tomorrow. And while we're at it, let's talk about how May is shaped up so far. And we've got a above average May. Average temp is 61.6, which if it ended today, we still got to wait for the data coming in for today's weather. It'll line up at 5th in the warmest Mays on record here in central New York. But back to the forecast, we actually have a pretty nice day expected for today, and that'll linger into Saturday. This will be the first Saturday we've seen since March that has been completely dry from sunrise to sunset. So overall, my rating for Saturday, 5 stars. Rating for Sunday, around 4 stars. Nice temperature, mainly dry. The only thing is it's going to be mostly cloudy. So that would be the setback to it would be an overall completely perfect weekend. But we'll take the dry weather and beautiful Saturday when we get it. And so for today, again, starting out a bit cool, temperatures in the 40s, climbing up into the upper 60s to low 70s by this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, great weather for any plans outdoors this evening. And tonight, we cool right back down into the 40s once more. Then by Saturday, it's warming up into the mid 70s. Plenty of sunshine across the board, still a decent northwesterly wind, and pretty much one of the top 10 days of the year, in my opinion. We got a very nice day in store for Saturday. Then clouds will increase as we approach Sunday morning. And as of now, a front we've been tracking over the past week that arrives on Sunday will continue to weaken as we head into the overnight. And so for today, high 71, beautiful weather. By tonight, a low of 47 with mostly clear skies. 7-day forecast, 70s throughout the next several days, 80s by next week.
First look at our forecast, and here we have some good news for a change, right?
Yes, we have positive sunshine,
Yes.
dry weather, low humidity. We couldn't ask for a better start to the weekend. This will also linger into
Let
the
it linger.
weekend. Let it
like a
linger.
song, right?
Yes. Let's take a live look outside right now from our Cavvy Tower camera. Gorgeous blue skies across the Mohawk Valley, and temperatures hovering, I would say, in the mid 60s for most of us. Some locations already approaching near 70. 63 in Otter Lake, 66 in Westernville, 66 Dolgeville, reaching 71 in Little Falls. Into the south, 70 Sherburne, 63 Oneonta, and 66 degrees in Cooperstown. And a live look at the Ortford Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Things are all quiet and dry across central New York, and we'll expect that for the rest of this afternoon and this evening. Have any evening plans today? Again, you couldn't ask for better weather. This is textbook, lots of sunshine, low humidity temperatures, although in the low 60s, maybe could be a little warmer, but of course, this is late May we're talking about. Matter of fact, as we head into the first few days of June, we're talking about what we can expect for the first official weekend of the meteorological summer in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Well, quite the salute this morning to
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. Well, it's turning out to be a very pleasant afternoon with temperatures in the 60s and low humidity, lots of sunshine. But something that we want to share with you, submitted by Mark in Balkville, New York. These are called fall streaks. You probably have looked up in the sky and wondered, what's that tornado-looking thing way up in the sky? Well, this is something that I haven't seen, at least recently in New York State. And this is due to what's called, again, fall streaks, which are ice crystals falling through high-level clouds. A reminder, though, that we've got this Canadian air moving through central New York right now, which is cooling things down. And these clouds way up in the sky are made entirely of ice. So, for example, anything like an airplane or a small eddy that could cause a little bit of turbulence can cause that air to sink. A reminder, with high pressure in place, air sinks. With low pressure, air usually rises. A live shot of downtown Utica right now. Again, it's absolutely beautiful out there, 66 degrees and just incredibly low humidity with dew points in the 40s. This is probably one of the final times, unless we get a very rare air mass setup, where we see 40-degree dew points in the late spring and early summer. And a live look at the Artful Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Everything is quiet and dry. And I did some research this morning about when the last time we saw a dry Saturday was. And look at this. March 30th was the official final dry Saturday, at least in Rome, until tomorrow. And you can take a look right here, even trace amounts, some rainier days and others, some happening in the morning, some happening at night. But with that in mind, we have a top 10 day alert. This is for tomorrow. And in fact, you couldn't ask for a better afternoon with plenty of sunshine from sunrise to sunset, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, low humidity as well. Now, as we approach Sunday, humidity might be a little on the rise, temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and increasing clouds with rain chances possibly later on in the day. But regardless, I'm giving Saturday 5-star rating, Sunday a 4-star rating in terms of overall conditions for outdoor activities. And so, Skycast, this morning it was a cool start, temperatures in the 40s and 30s. We climbed into the 60s, eventually low 70s for the next few hours. Then we cool back down into the 40s again overnight into early Saturday morning. And then again, just absolutely pleasant afternoon tomorrow with wall-to-wall sunshine and highs in the mid to upper 70s. But for today though, high of 71, beautiful weather by tonight, a low of 47 with mostly clear skies. 7-day forecast. There is potential for some rain as a shortwave falls apart over our area Sunday night and into Monday. And then following that, we warm up with more summer-like weather. 80s, sunshine Monday and Tuesday, and then potential for some storm chances heading into Wednesday of next week.
Yeah, that's a ways away.
Yeah, ways away. Talk about this absolutely great weather for today and tomorrow.
Yeah, enjoy today for sure.
Yes.
And coming up, it's quite the ride at now, and boy, we cannot have ordered better weather than this. This is pretty darn nice.
Yes, it was on back order for a while for the month of May, but now, of course, we got gorgeous blue skies for a live look in Oneonta. In fact, zooming in Oneonta right now, gorgeous blue skies, low humidity, plenty of sunshine, just a gorgeous end to the work week, a gorgeous end to the month of May. And with that in mind, let's talk about what we can expect for June. First off, June 1st, tomorrow, the average high is usually around 73 degrees, average low of 52. Later on in the month, our average high is 79, average low 58, approaching near 80. It's going to be pretty warm. And following that, the only thing though, the difference is sunrise and sunset times won't be nearly as different. Take a look at that there. Sunrise, sunset times only different by at least two minutes for sunrise and then 10 minutes for sunset. So last month we gained around an hour of daylight. This month only 12 minutes as we do enter the stretch of the longest days of the year. Now to the radar. Of course, with lots of sunshine, things are quiet and dry all across central New York, and Over the next 12 hours, we'll continue to see upper 60s, low 70s, wall-to-wall sunshine. And then by tonight, we're back down into the 50s and 40s with clear skies. The nice weather could continue into the majority of the weekend. We'll talk about that weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. A police officer dies after being...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. It's turning out to be just an absolutely fantastic Friday. Couldn't ask for better weather with low humidity and lots of sunshine. A live look at downtown Utica. Blue skies, some thin ice-filled cirrus clouds way up in the sky, but that's really the majority of the cloud cover here locally. A few puffy cumulus clouds in areas in parts of Otsego County, but for the most part, again, mainly blue skies. 67, the official temperature at Griffiths and Rome, but this main thing to mention right here is the 45-degree dew point. That means that the difference between this temperature and this temperature means a lot more dry air. And you don't usually see this difference in late spring, nearly, believe it or not, early summer. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar with, of course, all the blue skies. No rain showers are being reported. But speaking of rain showers, when was the last time you think that we saw a dry Saturday or a completely dry Saturday from sunrise to sunset? Well, you have to go all the way back through May, through April to March 30th. At least with the data we've received from Griffiths and Rome, that was the last time we had a completely dry Saturday. And you notice here, we could be seeing a completely dry Saturday for the first time in 2 months by tomorrow. And on top of that, I'm putting out another top 10 day alert. Why not? It's great weather for tomorrow, lots of sunshine, low humidity, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. So beautiful weather for Saturday. I'm giving it a 5-star review for overall weather or outdoor conditions for any of your plans. And for Sunday, down to 4 stars because there's a bit more clouds, slightly higher humidity, but it isn't mainly dry, at least until the late evening and overnight. We'll continue to track those rain chances as we head in the next few days. But regardless, this weekend, not too bad. And so on our Skycast this morning, it was a chilly start. We climbed into the upper 60s, near 70 this afternoon with wall-to-wall sunshine. And for tonight, lows will fall down into the low to mid 40s. Following that, 72 degrees by noontime tomorrow, up into the mid to upper 70s by the afternoon and evening. And then clouds will increase as we approach the overnight and into Sunday morning. Sunday looking mostly cloudy, but for now, that short wave we've mentioned over the past few days that could produce some rain showers later on has since started to fall apart and push more to the south. But for today, though, a high of 71. Beautiful weather across central New York by tonight, a low of 47 with mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast. Pretty nice stretch of weather from now. Potentially some overnight rain showers Sunday to Monday, but following that, dry for Monday and Tuesday, low to mid 80s. And then summertime arrives with some summertime thunderstorms Wednesday and into Thursday of next week. So officially, the summertime starts June 21st, 22nd. I usually get because the day is mixed up, but meteorological summer starts June 1st.
Wow. And it feels like summer already.
It will feel like summer following that.
Eric, thanks. Well, California's Catalina Island attracts more than 1 million visitors each year.
Forecast heading into your weekend with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Nice here across the region, Kristen. It looks like this is going to continue into the weekend for a change. Let's take a look at the current conditions. 70 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. The low humidity making it feel very comfortable. It was a chilly start. We started out at 40 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, so the outlying areas fell into the 30s, but again, a nice recovery today. It will not be as chilly tonight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is dry. It remains dry as we head into the start of the weekend. It's cool tonight. Most areas fall into the 40s, but it is going to be a beautiful Saturday. We're going to continue to warm up as we head throughout the weekend and into early next week. I also have an update on Sunday. It looks like the chance for rain is lower than it looked a few days ago, and we are looking at some very warm weather as we head into early next week. This evening, temperatures in the upper 60s. Again, very pleasant. We've got to look at that weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A man who served as the Stittville
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A beautiful day across central New York. A cool start, but plenty of sunshine. Let's take a live look outside. This is downtown Utica. We have just a few high clouds in the picture. Again, just a lovely day. By the way, with those high clouds, you might have seen something like this earlier today. These are called fall streaks. This is what happens when there's a disturbance in the cloud and we start getting precipitation from them. This is actually snow that's happening aloft, and it's causing these holes in the cloud. Again, it is a natural phenomenon. Sometimes it can get instigated by airplanes. This picture from Mark Palumbo Jr. taken in Balkville. Again, really neat sight. And you can see that on days where we have those high clouds. Again, we'll be looking for a few more of those as we head into tomorrow. Beautiful on Saturday, 78 degrees. Sunday, 79. A nice weekend ahead. It does look like Sunday will be dry here in central New York. At least that's how things are trending. We finished the month of May today, and based on the high temperature, it looks like we are going to finish the top 10 in terms of warmest. It looks like it'll be either number 6 or number 7. The average temperature, 61.4 degrees. The high for the month was 89 back on the 22nd, and the low was 37. That happened on May 7th. No freezes in the Mohawk Valley in the month of May, which is a little bit unusual. Usually we have our last freeze sometime in early May, but it didn't happen this year. Looking ahead tonight, clear skies. There is a small chance that we could see the northern lights. It's hard to tell you exactly when, but we're thinking just after sunset. Be on the lookout for these. Look to the north to be away from city lights. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet across the region. Temperature-wise, in the 70s this evening. 71 in Dollarville, Little Falls 74. Across the southern valleys, Sherburne 72, Skidivas with 68. High pressure in control, and that will be the case as we head throughout the entire weekend. As this system heads to the east, the winds turn into the southwest and temperatures look to warm up. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. Beautiful Saturday, less wind than today and warmer with high temperatures in the upper 70s. On Sunday, a few clouds spill in from the west, but it does look dry. Temperatures climb into the upper 70s. Tonight, clear, low of 44. Tomorrow, beautiful day, lots of sunshine, less wind, 78 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It warms up. It's going to feel more like summer here as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with increasing levels of humidity. A better chance for showers and storms as we head into the end of the week. Some cooler weather, too, especially by Thursday and Friday.
All right, Bill, thank you. 400 spots remain in the Boilermaker 15K. Let's get you back to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
It's a beautiful day. If you're thinking about getting some ice cream, you don't have to rush. It should take its time melting here, so you can enjoy it. And it's a lovely evening across central New York. A little bit on the cool side as we head past sunset, but it's very comfortable now. As we take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, it will remain dry as we head into the weekend. In fact, we're thinking both Saturday and Sunday will be dry, although Sunday will be cloudier than Saturday. Temperatures are on their way up. We're going to be warming up over the next several days. We'll notice the difference tomorrow. We're up to 78. 79 on Sunday, into the 80s as we head into early next week. Taking the dog out for a walk this evening. The weather looks great. It cools off again after sunset. Temperatures in the 60s. Tonight's Feature Dog, Rocky from Salisbury. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We've got to look at that weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Students from Frankfort Schuyler Central School.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking a lovely weekend here in central New York. Let's take a live look outside from Old Forge. A temperature of 66 degrees, very pleasant conditions. Wanted to give a shout out to the first graders today at Albany Elementary School. I got a chance to participate in their Community Readers program. There were a lot of us that went out today to do that. I got a chance to read one of my favorites, Cloudy with a chance of meatballs to the first grade class. They enjoyed it. And we're all thankful that food doesn't come out of the sky. If you're grilling tonight, the weather should be fantastic. We're looking at plenty of sunshine here for the next couple of days. Very favorable weather to enjoy outdoors, and that will continue. We have clear skies in place tonight, and there's a very small chance that we could see the northern lights. The show is not expected to be as colorful or as vivid as what we saw earlier this month, but there could be some color to the north tonight. It's worth checking out. My advice is to download an Aurora app, because the way that I've experienced these things is that they happen very quickly, and you need to have up-to-date information. And it's only about maybe a 15 to 30-minute heads up that even the best technology and science can provide on this. Most of the time, you just have to get lucky, too. But again, look to the north tonight. Be away from city lights if you want to have a shot at seeing that. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is dry. It is clear. Again, it is going to be a lovely weekend here in central New York. Our sky watchers, our neighbors checking in with the temperature. Bob and Clinton, 60 degrees. Barnabelle at 66. Norway, Donna with 67. And Jeff and Mohawk with 69. Actually, I skipped one. Let's go back to the southern valleys, because we don't want to forget about these folks here. Skeneva, 73. Worcester, 69. And how about Stewart and Cooperstown checking in with 67. Looking at the radar and satellite image, high pressure in control of our weather, and this is a slow mover, which means we have an extended period of dry weather. Tonight, overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We stay frost-free. Temperatures warmer than last night, but it's still going to be cool out there to start out the weekend. Saturday, sunshine, less wind, warmer, but again, plenty of sunshine like today. High temperature in the upper 70s. Tomorrow night, a few clouds start to spill in from the north, and more clouds than sunshine for Sunday, but still pretty nice. And it does look dry, by the way. That is a new development with the forecast. High temperatures in the upper 70s. Clear skies tonight, low 44. Sunshine tomorrow, a beautiful day. A top 10 day with high of 78. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather warms up next week. We're into the 80s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with increasing levels of humidity. The weather turns, clouds, showers, thunderstorms possible as we look ahead to the end of the week with highs in the 70s by Thursday and Friday. We'll be right back.
Look at your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Another beautiful day. Lots of sunshine. Our current temperature is 68. The humidity is incredibly low. It's very, very comfortable outside. It's also going to cool off tonight, just not as much as last night. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, plenty of sunshine across the region. We will stay dry as we head into the weekend. With this being the last day of May, we ran the stats, and it turns out that this May will end up in the top 10 as being the warmest on record. 61.4 degrees was our average. The average high 72, the average low 50 degrees. The warmest we've been this month was 89 degrees on May 22nd, and the coldest was 37, which was on the 7th. And again, we ended up being in the top 10 here. Clear and cool tonight, overnight lows in the 40s. We're expecting a nice weekend. Things are trending drier for Sunday, so a new development there. Warmer weather is expected early next week. Again, a lovely evening. We've got to look at that weekend forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A man who served as the
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Another lovely day here in central New York. This nice weather is going to spill into the weekend. It's going to warm up too. A live look in downtown Utica. Again, just a lovely afternoon, a comfortable day, low humidity, a current temperature of 69 degrees. It will cool off as we head into tonight. Did you notice these strange cloud formations in the sky during the late morning? This picture comes from Bachville from Mark Palumbo Jr. These are called fall streaks. What's happening here is that something disturbed the cloud and it's producing precipitation, and that would be in the form of some snow, some ice crystals coming out of this cloud. And this is a naturally occurring phenomenon, but sometimes airplanes can kind of start the process by disturbing the air and moving through it. But again, it is a really neat sight to see. You can sometimes see it on days like today. I also want to give a shout out to the first grade class. I was at Albany Elementary School today, part of their community readers program. There are a lot of us that came out, and it was fun to read my favorite book to them, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Our weekend forecast is looking absolutely beautiful. Saturday, a winner. By the way, we've had a lot of wet Saturdays. You have to go back to the end of March. That was the last time we've had a completely dry Saturday. Should be able to do it tomorrow without a problem. 78 degrees for the high. Sunday, improving weather, at least compared to earlier in the week. I think it stays dry, but it's mostly cloudy with temperatures in the upper 70s. An update for you, if you've noticed or if you've heard about the possibility of northern lights tonight, it's still there, but it's a relatively small chance. I don't expect it to be as bright and as impactful as it was earlier this month. Of course, we didn't see it because of the cloud cover, but there is a small chance to watch tonight. You're going to want to download an Aurora app, and you need to have a lot of luck for this too. You want to look to the north after sunset. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look pretty quiet across the region. Our sky watchers are checking in with temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. Mike in New Hartford 71. Jeff in Mohawk 69. Skenevis with 73. High pressure will dominate our weather over the next couple of days. It'll keep us high and dry throughout the weekend. Down into the 40s tonight. A beautiful Saturday. Less wind, plenty of sunshine. High temperatures in the upper 70s. Clear tonight, a low of 44. Sunshine tomorrow, less wind, a high of 78. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Mostly cloudy on Sunday, but dry, 79. The weather warms up next week. Temperatures in the 80s with increasing levels of humidity and an increased risk for showers and thunderstorms beginning on Wednesday. We'll be right back.
As tonight at 11, Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis joins us, and it's what people have been waiting for, a weekend with some sunshine.
Yeah, it looks like the streak is coming to an end.
Hooray.
We've had lots of wet Saturdays.
Yeah.
In fact, we have to go back to March 30th. That was the last Saturday where it was dry from start to finish. This streak was meant to be broken, and I think we'll do it hands down without a problem tomorrow. Temperatures on the way up. It's been on the cool side for the past couple of days, but we're going to get back into more summer-like weather here. As we head into the weekend, temperatures are expected to be in the upper 70s by early next week. We're into the low 80s, in fact, 84 by Tuesday with increasing levels of humidity. Live look at current temperatures, 53 degrees, so it is cool out there tonight. And it's not going to be as chilly as last night. We're looking at clear skies across the area. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We'll stay dry tonight. Clear skies, overnight lows dropped out into the low to mid 40s. So it is a cool start to Saturday, but again, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon. We've got to look at the forecast coming up. Ben, back to you.
Bill, thank you very much. New tonight, members of
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We have a lovely weekend in store. And one thing we've been talking about recently was a chance to see the Northern Lights tonight. I just want to follow up on this. So far, we have not had any indication that the Northern Lights have been active in our area. We've been watching some of the documentation, some of the data that comes out of the Space Weather Prediction Center, and so far it's been very, very quiet. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but again, so far it's been a low chance. If you do want to go out and peek, you're going to be looking to the north tonight, but again, I think this is a pretty low chance of this working out tonight. Better luck next time. Live look at downtown Utica, 54 degrees, our current temperature. It's cool out there tonight. It'll be chilly, just not as chilly as last night. These cloud formations are caused by fall streaks. We had a lot of people sending photos in like this. This picture from Mark Palumbo in Bouckville. This is caused by precipitation. It's caused by snow higher in the atmosphere. There's disturbances in the air that can cause this. Sometimes it's caused by airplanes, but airplanes kind of initiate the process. It's the process of precipitation that causes these features to form. Very cool and very rare, but a natural phenomenon. This weekend, beautiful. Temperatures in the upper 70s on Saturday, upper 70s on Sunday. A little bit more cloud cover on Sunday compared to Saturday. Dry conditions out there. We've got high pressure in control of our weather, which will be the case as we head throughout the entire weekend. Eventually, that high heads to the east. The wind direction turns into the southwest, warming temperatures up. Tonight, not quite as cold as last night, but we do drop down into the 40s briefly. Plenty of sunshine on Saturday, less wind, warmer temperatures will be in the upper 70s. Clear skies early Saturday evening, and then some clouds will arrive late in the day. A few extra clouds around on Sunday, otherwise a pretty quiet day, and it does look like Sunday is going to be dry. A new development with the forecast here. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Clear tonight, low 44. Sunshine, a beautiful day tomorrow. Less wind than the last 2 days and a high of 78. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 79 on Sunday. Weather warms up. We're looking at highs in the low 80s on Monday and Tuesday. The next chance of rain. A cold front arrives on Wednesday. Some showers and thunderstorms. Unsettled weather towards the end of the week.
Tell me, a full 5 days without rain? I like to hear it.
Feels like hitting the lottery, doesn't
I
it?
know, it
Yeah.
does. All right, thank you very much, Bill. Coming up